Hey guys, it's Luran Morrison here and welcome back to my channel. Guys, in today's video I'll be covering one stock option trade that I took yesterday, and I was able to close that position out this morning right as the market opened. Now this trade is on Boeing, the Boeing stock, and I was able to buy two contracts that expires next week, I believe the 23rd of October, and I was able to close that. I think I paid $400 for those two contracts, and I was able to close it making a 200% return on my investment just overnight. So literally 8 hours I was able to make that type of gain. Now this is the type of trade that I make on a regular basis, but I was getting a lot of comments lately and people have asked, show some of your trades, some of the trades that you perform. So what I would like to do this video to show you guys quickly, how do I put on these type of trades? What are some of the thought process that goes through some of these decisions. So if you're someone that is trading options and you're new to trading options, then you don't want to miss this video, guys. Also, if you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe, smash that like button, guys, as it helps with the algorithm. It helps the channel to grow. And also leave me a comment below if you have any questions regarding this video or anything about trading or investing in the stock market. So stick around, guys, and I'll jump right into the charts where I break everything down in detail so that we can all benefit from this booming stock market. Stick around, guys. Welcome back, guys. Now, I'll do a quick overview of the analysis that was taken to perform the Boeing trade, the option trade that I mentioned before. Now, this is the Boeing chart you're looking at here, guys. So at the pandemic level, that's back in February. As you can see, the Boeing stocks sold off aggressively. We're talking about 74%. That's when the pandemic, the COVID-19 hit. That's how much the stock sold off. Obviously, as you guys know, the airline sector took one of the biggest hits due to the pandemic, and it continues. That industry continues to suffer severely due to COVID because there's not much travel. And prior to that, Boeing, the company Boeing, also had a lot of problems with their Max. I think their Max jet, the 737 Max. Most of those flights were grounded because I think there was a couple of incidents where we had some crashes. Obviously, people died and things like that. So the company was taking a beating before the pandemic, and then the pandemic hit, and then the company just went like really low. Now, as you guys know, Boeing is one of the biggest companies within the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So it's definitely a prominent stock. So despite it's taking all those hits, whether from the pandemic, whether from its grounded jets, the 737 jets, the company is still, a heavyweight, like I mentioned, when it comes to the Dow. In terms of the weight it plays on the Dow Jones. So look, this is one of the charts. As you guys know, I trade mostly wedges. I like to trade wedges. Look here, guys. See one wedge. The stock usually breaks out heavily, just outside of the wedge. So obviously I traded this stock right at this breakout point. And then we have another wedge forming here. So yesterday, the 15th of October, I took a trade. As you can see here, we had a nice hammer candle where the stock just held at this support level. As you can see the angle here already. So this was an easy support drawn in. So right here I took the trade yesterday. I got into about 163, 164. And I took a contract. I bought a couple of contracts. Let me show you guys the snapshot here. So as you guys see, BA, that's a call option, expires the 23rd of October. And my strike was 172.50. So let's go back to the chart here. You see I entered at 163 and then I got out. When I got out at 172, somewhere around 172.6 this morning as the stock gapped up. As you can see right now, it's October 16th, it's 11:16 a.m. Mountain Time, which is about 1:17 Eastern Time. As you can see, the stock is, selling off right now. Obviously, I didn't hold it that long because obviously my profits would have been down. So as you can see, so let me go over the trade here again, guys. Again, it's Boeing call option, expires the 23rd of October, and my strike was out of the money, 172. I like to buy out of the money contracts because to me that's where if you know the direction that the stock is going and you have an idea as to how long it'll take to get there, there's no need to buy at the money or near the money. You just buy out of the money where you think the stock will be by that time. So this is a 1 week option. Yesterday it was bought, so I had 7 days, actually 6 days in total for this contract to hit my target. Obviously hit my target in 1 day, actually overnight. So for me, I want to get out of this as soon as possible. Why? Because as closer we get to the expiry, theta, which is Greek in option trading, will actually make this decay if it doesn't get closer to my target of 172.50. So my gain on this, as you guys can see here, is $800 I made. It's a 200% profit return on my investment. I bought 2 contracts. The average cost was $2, and the book costs I paid $400 in total, and now the market value is $12.05. So $12.05 less my investment, that's the $800 that you're seeing here. So that's a quick overnight $800, guys. Listen, I take these type of trades, at least 3 or 4 of these every week, guys. These are simple trades that I make, and I've been getting a lot of requests lately to show you guys some of the thought process that I put into making some of these trades. So I wanted to do just that in this video. So let's look at the charts again, guys. Again, I was monitoring this stock for a while. As you guys see, it's coming down, it's coming down. As you can see, lower lows, and then all of a sudden we started to make some higher highs, and then higher lows, and then we also got higher lows right here with the sloping angle. So that was what gave me the conviction to draw that support line in. Once I see this point connected there with the hammer candle, that's the conviction that I had. And there was some other news. There's some analyst upgrade. If you go to FinViz, they were calling for this stock to get to about 177. That was the target price. And also we had some analyst upgrade just recently, September 28th. They upgraded the stock to about 181. So, and I was following the news as well on this. Some European aviation regulator gives Boeing, the green light, because I know they were doing some test flights both in the US and in Europe. So I was tracking this one, for the past couple of weeks. And once I saw, the news, the analyst upgrade, and then also the charts lined up, that gave me the conviction to pull the trigger on this trade. Now this stock will be bouncing. Right now we have this was a resistance line. Now it will be support. As you see, the stock is coming down. Once the stock kisses this line, this resistance line, now support, this stock will bounce. So expect the stock to bounce sometime next week. If the stock closes today on this support line and doesn't break back down below, then you can safely see this stock recovering within the next week to 2 weeks and going higher. I would say tilt about 180 in the next 2 weeks. So by the end of the day, I'll probably be putting another trade on this stock and riding it for another couple of weeks, maybe up to about 180. So that's my plan on Boeing. So that's the analysis here, guys, for Boeing. It's a simple wedge formation. As you guys see, this wedge was developing for over 135 days. So that's a pretty lengthy one. For wedges, I like to see them develop at least 3 months. I like to see the wedge develop. If not 3 months, I like to see a decline of about 25% or less. You see here, we have 38% decline from its previous peak. And I showed you guys earlier that this decline was about 70+%. So that was an easy trade, guys. We had a nice $10 move as the market opened. I didn't waste any time as the market opened here with this trade because I knew investors will probably be selling. When everyone is jumping on board and trying to buy, because this gap up in the pre-market. Let me show you guys what happened in the pre-market. So this is what Boeing looked like yesterday. Big move up. Obviously I bought it yesterday, and you guys see after hours, you see these this yellow line or gray line here. This is what happened pre-market. So this is 2 a.m. in the morning. Investors start buying Boeing stock up. So this is pre-market. What happens, a lot of people see all of this hype. It was like 5% up in the pre-market, and as the market opens, a lot of people jump on board and they want to buy it up. But guess what? It's too late. The investors that bought it up here, they're looking to sell right at the open. So everybody piles in and they start to buy. Investors just sold it off. That's what happened here. But they sold it off to push it higher. Like I said, eventually in the next couple of weeks, I could see this stock going higher. So I'll probably, like I mentioned before, I'll be taking another trade to ride this up to about 180 in the next couple of weeks. Also, they have earnings coming up on the 28th of October, which is the next couple of weeks. So watch for some movement here on the Boeing stock. So that's the trade in a nutshell, guys. I showed you guys the analysis here, technical analysis. I showed you guys the profits. This is a snapshot of my one of my trading account. So this is my tax-free saving account. I think in the US, you guys have like Roth IRA, which is like a tax-free investment account. It's a registered account. So this is mine as well. I trade on my tax-free saving account. I also have Interactive Brokers and TD Thinkorswim accounts that I trade on, like for my normal swing trading. But the beauty about my TFSA, which is a tax-free savings account, is I pay no tax on this account. So this $800 in gain, I pay zero tax on that at the end of the year, guys. If the stock had paid dividends, I would have to pay 15% tax, because I think there's a withholding tax of 15% if the stock pays a dividend. That's for Canadian residents. But because Boeing isn't paying any dividends, and most of the stocks I trade anyways do not pay dividends, this is tax-free money. So I enjoy the benefit of having a tax-free account, and from time to time, at least once or twice per week, I'll put trades on in my tax-free savings account. So any gains that I make there is tax-free. So I'll wrap things up here, guys, for this video. I just want to do a quick video to show you guys how some of these option trades are done. And yeah, it's pretty slick. A quick overnight play. I was able to pull $800 off from Boeing, a couple of Boeing option contracts. So I'll wrap things up here, guys. Again, if you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe. Smash that like button, guys, as it helps with the algorithm. It helps the channel to grow. And also leave me a comment below if you have any questions. So peace out, guys. We'll talk later.